Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for a completely neutral football watch along on the channel today. Obviously, I wasn't here for the North London derby yesterday. I was at the game. No, everyone that could have done it who was at the game or had other commitments and couldn't get here in time. So, to make up for it, we are here for another derby as neutrals, sort of. Because of the circumstances, I don't know who I want to win, by the way, but we'll get to that later. But Manchester City at home to United. Haaland is going to have a field day. I'm sorry. He's going to absolutely rinse the hell out of United. That's it. As I say, I don't know if I want City to... I'm in this weird complex of my team, is, as it stands, before this game kicks off, 4 points clear of City in the league. I don't know if I want them to drop points or not this early in the season. Oh dear! But as I say, we're here to watch it as neutrals. If you are new to channel, do subscribe, hit that like button, and share the channel around, share the content around as well. It does massively help. But yeah, we are literally minutes away from kickoff. Ronaldo, yet again, is on the bench. So that sort of speaks volumes where Ten Hag's concerned. Even now that the season's settled and all that, he doesn't see Ronaldo as a starter. Doesn't really help him out anything at all. Bruno is just the captain, and it's just bizarre. Maguire's obviously injured in inserted commas. Freaking hell! And he got City. I think the only absent team from their matchday squad is Rodri, sorry, from Atletico, obviously former Atletico Madrid midfielder. Apart from that, they've got a fully pick of the bunch basically from their array of stars that they've acquired over the years. So you've got Gundogan leading the team. He's captain today. You've got Ederson, Ake, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Haaland, you name it. It's just what the names. I don't care if you're a Man United fan or not. This could be another demolition. The media and Sky and everyone, broadcasters, are trying to hype this up to be a very close game. That suddenly United's up to inform that this could be a very close, intense game. That United could get something from this, etc., etc. No, City is still well and beyond United. And the fact that we won our derby yesterday, and as I say, we're 4 points clear before they play today. It sort of puts on Pep to go, you know what, we're going to do, we're going to pump our fucking our next door neighbours now. And I don't see United as a whole being able to keep Haaland quiet for 90 minutes. The thing is, he's not even needed a lot of time to set it in. He had the Community Shield, didn't work out for him. He's had one game so far this season in the league where he had a quiet game and he got subbed off. What was it, 8 touches in 90 minutes, nearly 90 minutes. Something like that. Apart from that, in every other game he has been the Haaland we've all come to know and admire, and now from a rival's point of view, be scared of. Because he's just a machine. He's not human. I don't care what anyone says. The goal he scored against Dortmund a couple of weeks ago in the Champions League. That's not normal. No one else does that. But that's the sort of player and striker that the City have got now. And we've just got to do our bit now and keep the pressure on them, basically. Otherwise, they walk away of this league. The only thing again, the position that we're in at the moment, the only thing stopping Arsenal at the moment from having a proper title challenge to City is if Haaland somehow gets a long-term injury, like he has done throughout his career. Every season, he gets a 2-3 month period where he's injured. He's out injured for 2-3 months. And yes, City got used to the system of false nine, so playing about a striker the last couple of years. But now they've got a striker. if he was to get a big injury and they then have to revert back to that old system, it's going to be hard for them. I think it'll be hard for them to straight away anyway to switch it back to where they were before. I don't know. I've never paid that. Because I'm not supposed to extremely hard expire. No, it's expired. I do it month by month. So it's like, I think that was like, I do it month by month. It's only like I think it's 20 quid or just under 20 quid a month. So it's not the be all and end all. There is an option to do it. They do give an option of paying over £200 for the year, but no, I don't do that. No. Month by month, because especially in season or when the season ends, you can have a block of time where you can have a quiet period. So it's not really worth that anyway. Teams are ready to kick off, by the way. It's mainly not kicking off, going from right to left. City going from left to right. But I've never paid. I'll never do that. £20 a month, basically. And at the moment, it's expired in the last couple of days, but it's just I haven't got around to renewing it, which I will be doing in the next couple of days. And we're underway. The Manchester Derby is underway. Will it live up to the expectation of the North London Derby? Unlikely, because I think this is a foregone conclusion. I don't care what anyone says. I keep saying it. I'm gonna go. My score prediction is going to be. I'm trying to think now. I'm going to go for 4-0 City win. Haaland hat-trick and Gundogan with the other. But yeah, it'd have to be insane to just pay a £200 annual fee for StreamYard. Absolutely insane. So guys, I'm just gonna do my bit and share my do my bit of sharing and StreamYard as well, and all my socials. It'd be fantastic if you could actually talk. As you can tell, my voice is still a bit better than what it was this morning. I woke up, it's completely up. It's still not fully back to where it once was. I have got a poll in the chat as well. If you haven't already, do vote in that as well. It's based on this game. Oh, it's a booking already. What, a minute and a half in? Fucking hell, United on a booking. Who has that got booked? I just missed that. Dale, oh my God, he's been booked already. Yeah, yesterday. 20 years for the first booking. Right. So the WhatsApp groups, Twitter, tweet that out. And yeah, we've got a goal already. Bloody hell. just seen Colonel's comment. This for United. United are counting an attack. If it's for United, I'd be shocked. I think I'm going to be shocked, aren't I? Nope. Thank fuck for that. Go on, taking the attack here. Grealish down the wing here. Running in, taking on the defender. Here comes Bernardo Silva. Haaland. And De Bruyne. No. Okay, he's going to go in eventually. No, he won't go in. It will not go in. The ball did not go in. Had a few opportunities there. A few last minute blocks. Literally from Haaland, fucking Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, you fucking name it. Already, what? 3 minutes in, basically, and City almost go 1-0 up. thought we were winning. You thought you went, as in you thought one of the chances went over the line. Fair enough. Okay, I'll let you off. Because when I first saw it, I was thinking, no. Because I saw United on the ball. I was like, oh, don't say United scored. It'd be unbearable. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who I want to win in that sense. De Bruyne. It's no one. Holland overran that and went to the far post. So basically, the ball from De Bruyne went to no one. Oh dear. Neil's in the chat. Big up, Neil. How are you doing? Hope you're recovered as well as from yesterday. Can you believe it? After 8 games, we are 7 wins, 1 defeat, top of the league by 4 going into this particular game. Oh my god! I wanted to say, I hope you're well, and what a Sunday feeling, eh? I'm making the most of it because I know with 30 league games to go, I know it ain't gonna last because of the opponents, the team we're watching here in City. I know more than likely it's not gonna last. If it does, fantastic, and I'll be the most cocky, smuggest prick you'll come across. Trust me. All summer, I'll be ramming it home to the rivals, City fans, fucking Tottenham, you name it. I'm ramming it home. But obviously, we'll see. 30 league games to go anyway. Ryan, I believe we can win it. We can. I think we can. Clearly got the belief in the squad and morale's high and all that. So we can. It's just relying on keeping City at bay, at arm's length, going fuck off, go away. And at the same time, praying Haaland gets an injury. Because as I said before you came on, I said with Haaland, if he was to get an injury, say a 2-3 month injury, that could massively affect how City do during the season. I will inject your passion if that happens, Ryan. The only issues are key injuries, yeah. Like I said about Haaland, but yeah, same with Arsenal. Key injuries and complacence. Well, as we saw back in the last season, in the last 10 games, we got complacent. Was it lost in the last 10 games? We lost 5 of the last 10. One of them, we want to at least win one of them, and we would have been in Champions League instead of them not down the road. Win 2 or 3 of them. We're third last season, but that's where you'd like to think them players that are there last season went through that, would learn from that, and are now using that and harnessing that pain, that anger, that angst of how things fell apart in the last 10 games to push them through what they're going for, doing what they're doing now. Plus the additions of Jesus and Zinchenko and the others has obviously helped as well. Marquinhos, he looks like a decent little player as well. I don't want to rush anything with him, but he does look like a Dr. Boddock so far. City are absolutely toying with United, having all the ball here, passing it around, trying. Oh, there you go, 1-0. Phil Foden, Manchester City born and bred football fan, has just scored. As I say, it's been coming from the get-go. The majority of the game has been played with United defending for their lives, and they've held on, and that was just easy. Statue defending. Look at this. Look, just City just pass, making the right passes and not running into space. Look at the space of Statue defending. I think we have learned, Ryan. It certainly has. Yeah, it seems like it. Touch wood. We've got some great players to bring in for the Europa. Yeah, well, that's the thing as well. In terms of Europa League, especially the group stage, we can actually rest certain players like Jesus and Jesus, Saka. By the look, we've done that so far. Saka's, Ramsdale's, the Salibas, etc. Partey against the lesser teams anyway. Give them the midweek off, so they got the whole week to recover for the weekend game. And he will strengthen in January window after the World Cup. Yeah, definitely everyone will, because of the World. A huge reason because of the World Cup, everyone will be strengthening massively to their squads because of potentially their players could get injured during the World Cup and they'll have to go out there and in the January window straight away and bring players in to replace them injured players or the players that are a bit lagging now because it's gone over through the other side of the world playing the World Cup. So that should be there in the first place, but still, and absolutely are flagging physically and mentally. Eddie's looking good, to be fair. Yes, I've said this a few times on the channel in terms of when it comes to Eddie, that Jesus coming in not only has what we're seeing on the pitch is helping Arsenal, but it's also helping Eddie as well. And we're seeing an Eddie that we didn't see last. We haven't seen obviously at all. Especially an improved Eddie from the back end of last season as well. Someone that's happy to come off the bench in the league games and run at the defence and calls out and looks threatening. He actually looks threatening, and I think, as I say, Jesus coming in, not just on the match day and like on the matches itself, but in training, it's clearly whatever he's doing is rubbing off on Eddie as well. And yeah, I look forward to seeing how that all pans out. It can only benefit us in the long run. Did change the scoreboard. What are you doing? There you go. Colonel saying Eric looks so tense. He's got to understand. He's there for a paycheck. He's going to get sacked after two. I think it'll be. The right thing. This is the thing with Ten Hag. He's again. I do rate him as a head coach, one of the best young head coaches out there, in my opinion. Might disagree with me. I think wrong club, wrong time for him in terms of going from Ajax to United. United, yeah, as a name, is a big, huge global club, and by that you think it's an upgrade, but when you walk through the door and see that you've seen what you've seen, and then up something he's last warning already, not 12 minutes in. So yeah, what can you expect? But with Ten Hag, I think if the little upbeaten form now falls off to they get better today and it rolls over to other games going forward, not just in the league but in Europe as well. The fans will strike. We've seen it already, week in week. We've seen it with Ollie, and he's a club legend for fuck's sake. I know he wasn't any good, but still, we've seen it with Mourinho. We've seen it with Van Gaal. We've seen it with David Moyes. David Moyes didn't even get a fucking year. And if Man United do not get top four, if they finish 5th, 6th, or 7th. Actually, know what? 6th or 7th. If they finish 6th or 7th and they're like miles off 4th, he'll be gone in the summer. What's Edison doing? Neil saying exactly Ryan Jesus has raised everyone in the chat. Saliba has said some effect in the defect, mate. He's every time I've gone to see him input up live, obviously Sevilla, Fulham, Villa, yesterday in the flesh. He just looks unfazed. I mean, for me the first big game I've seen him in a stadium. I've watched him obviously for Arsenal. First North London derby. The fans are even more hyped and going for it more than they normally have done. And the fans, anyone that's a season ticket holder or goes to matches on a regular basis, home or away, especially at the Emirates this season. The atmosphere, even against it has been my main angst with Arsenal fans, by the way, in terms of our home atmosphere over the last few years. Well, more than a few years, but you know what I'm saying, is that big games, the big games, the fans would always come up and turn up and make it loud and give it some, be that 12th man. But it was always the angst in me that we go to these we go play at home against these lesser teams, these teams we should beat on paper, and the fans just come. It seems like the fans are just there, and if they didn't get what they wanted, they'd kick off. Whereas now, it is literally no matter Fulham, Aston Villa, no matter who we play, all the way to yesterday's North London derby, your Cities, your Liverpools as well at home. We're actually giving them an atmosphere, something for the players to feed off of, consistently, non-stop, not just hit and miss throughout the season. It's not every game, bang, every home game, bang, bang, bang. Away fans have been fantastic, always have been. United on the attack here and easy. So yeah, I mean that's massive improvement. That's a massive improvement I've seen over the last, since basically New Year's Day against City onwards. Since that game onwards, the home atmosphere has got better and better, and it's fully imploded this season. It's not saying imploded, exploded into life basically, and I'm loving it. It makes the day so much better. Going to the games when it's an atmosphere, and it's loud, and you're getting behind the team, no matter what. Even if there's a mistake, no matter what. Okay, disappointed. Right, again, we're going to sing and chant for you. We're going to get behind you again, no matter what. And I'm loving that side, that side of the game. But Saliba, going back to what you said, he is. What was he? 9? I think he's not 19. He's 20, 21 now. 20 going on 21. Signed like that. He's a young lad, and he's been through so much over the last couple of years of the pandemic and what effect it's had on him personally, off the pitch and all that. What is going on? City there. That's just a source of the floor, like an idiot. But he's done these loans back to Saint Etienne for that season. Half a season at Nice, the full season last year at Marseille. He's learned his trade, as he said. He wanted to. The whole point of him going back to Saint Etienne in the first place was to learn his trade, get them little mistakes out of him, be the best defender possible for Arsenal. That was his whole point in the first place. And I think when he did come back from the Saint Etienne, and obviously what was going off, what he was having to deal with, in his private life during the pandemic, personally, it was Arteta saw something and thought, you know what? No, he needs to go back to France. They did try to get him there and in that summer, but off to back to Ligue 1, but just couldn't get the deal over the line. So he had to wait until January to go after Nice. But he's gone back to his family. They've all had that support group around him, and then came back, went back on loan to Marseille, and he's come back, and he looks like a proper solid unit of a defender. It's something about Arsenal nowadays. Since the Campbell Toure era, we've always gone through these centre-back pairings of they're good defenders, they're okay defenders, but they're not big physical units. We've now got two physical, athletic, imposing defenders as our partnership. We've got two decent left. One sec. Oh, that's almost 2-0. Gundogan. Oh my God, what was in? But the keeper was rooted to the spot. Bloody hell. Oh my God, at the post. Wow. I told you it'd be 3-4-0. But yeah, going back, as I say, about our defence, we've got, as I say, big, physically imposing, athletic defenders that take no shit, that will stand their ground and they can defend. It's been so long since we've had that as a pairing, not just individually, like they say about Saliba, but as a pairing. And you've got Saliba, again, the youngest of the two. And I witnessed this in the Sevilla pre-season game, the week before the season started. He's so aware of his surroundings. He's switched on every second of the game. And literally, if Gabriel's gets caught out or he's right back is caught out of position, he's there. He's covering them, and he has no problem doing it. And the fact what I loved yesterday about Saliba, actually, let's touch on this. I didn't touch on it yesterday. One sec. In the second half, I mean, again, I was in block for North Bank, and I'm literally looking. So, as anyone that goes to the Emirates or been at the Emirates that knows where block 4 is, and in the lower tier, you're basically round back the corner flag, but I'm at the back of block 4. Anyway, and we're attacking. Saliba's come up at one point. We're passing it about, and I think it was in the last 10 minutes, the last 10, 15 minutes of the game. About that, it's in that time frame anyway. He's come up, we're passing it back, we're messing about with him. Ball's come to him, he's in the box, ball's come to him, and he's not, he's got 3 players around him, it doesn't pop him. His ball control is fantastic, by the way. His composure, and again, I saw this against the Villas. I'm not surprised in this part of it, the composure side of it, and standing his ground. But he had the audacity to just go, poke the ball through Dyer's legs, and I was like, my defender. That's my defender attacking against their defender. And Foden again, almost scoring again. Oh dear. One sec. Unreal composure. He's a monster with great, mate. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's what? Again, that was he 19, 20, give or take, maybe 20, going on 21, maybe. Need to double check this. Either way, he's still a young lad. He's a kid, effectively still. Still learning the trade. Still not at his hitting his prime years or peaking yet. And he's putting in performances. Come to the Premier League and play the way he has done. He has no experience of the league itself. Because I've said it from when we brought Pepe in. League 1 is completely different to Premier League in every aspect of you can think of. More physically demanding, you name it. Less time on the ball, etc., etc. On his Premier League debut, away to Palace, got man of the match. What was it against Leicester? Yeah. There was that slight blip for a split second. A slight blip, with a bit miscommunication between him and Ramsdale. The goal goes in, but that's like okay. Again, like the fans did, dust themselves down, pick themselves up. I think the fact that the fans straight away was chanting his name and getting behind him straight away from that era has helped him as well. That's massively helped him from that moment onwards. And then match day 3, the goal again, and his weak foot, and he just goes, and as he's hitting it, he hops in the air. Again, it brings a smile to face. We've got a team now. It's not just with this team as well. It's not just individually players that how can I put it? That you can pick out and say, I like this player. The other players, whatever, they're okay. I'll support them. But X, Y, and Z, they're the players. Every player to a man, every player to a man is a fan favourite. Period. No matter if they're first 11 or squad players. The fact that Granit Xhaka has managed to turn around the relationship we had with the fans after Crystal Palace at home under Unai Emery all them years ago, about 3 years ago, and now we're singing his name, and there's not one boo, no jeering, no nothing, and we're getting the performances of what we see at Switzerland level when we play Swiss country as well. it's phenomenal. We've got to say hats off to him. The only other time I've seen a player turn around a relationship between them and the fan base, Arsenal fan base, was a Boué. Remember we got booed. He came on against Wigan, played literally. He only played 10 minutes because he came on and had an absolute nightmare. Everything he touched went to fucking shit basically that day, and he was getting booed and jeered, you name it. He was getting dogs abuse. And then obviously, that's to say, 10 minutes later, he gets subbed off, and he's getting dogs abuse from the fans at the end. I don't agree with it. I never agreed with it, by the way. But he got dogs abuse from the fans. And in the same season, within a space of what do I think now? Was that in November? That was winter time, so about November time. I think that was. By the time March came along, he just dusted himself down and went again, and basically turned around the fans' perception of him, basically, and basically got the fans back on his side. Obviously, he didn't last long because obviously then he still had a few errors in him, and it cost him effectively his time at Arsenal. But that is what it is. And I'll never thought, again, I'm one of them, massive critic of Xhaka over the last few years. Ever since that moment, even I criticised him up to that point, but when he did what he did against Palace, and the aftermath of it all, I honestly thought that I didn't see this turnaround basically where we'd all be united with him basically and happy to see him on the team sheet and cheering and being happy and no one would be angst that he gets the armband, etc., etc. And that's fair play. That shows the sort of mentality he's had and what effect Arteta's had on him since Arteta came in. Because obviously Arteta came in the midst of all that as well. So Arteta's had to be patient and work with him to get to this point. But you can't. As I say, there's not one player in the entire squad we are saying you're part of the team, so I'll support you sort of thing. But you're not really. It's, as I say, it's a united. We love you all, basically. There's not one player where you're like, as I say, it's like we absolutely adore every single one of them. It's a team and a squad that we can love and get behind week in, week out. And now to a point where we actually believe, no matter who we're playing week in, week out, we can actually go there and put a performance in and get a result, no matter who we're playing. And if it wasn't for United, the blip against United in the last 20 minutes, we'd be unbeaten still. Oh dear, one sec to go back into the chat. Got a few more comments from Neil. 1 second. Colonel saying he ain't even out of first gear. United are shocking, like the North London derby yesterday. Arsenal were all over Spurs. Yeah, I'd said this. I did say the media and broadcasters, etc. They've all hyped this game up way too much, making it out to be the closest Manchester derby's there's ever been in the last few years. It's going to be tightly contested, end-to-end, fantastic football. United are coming back. And I'm thinking, have you seen City recently? Yeah, they've had a bit of... but they've got fucking Haaland. They have got Haaland. We got to hold on to him. He's crucial to our future aspirations in terms of sleep. Referring to a sleeper, obviously, yeah. 100% most of them are, but yeah, definitely. And I think we are... It's a matter of time for Arsenal to announce the extent of his new deal. Spot on one, he's been through a lot. Look at him, what strength exactly for a young kid. Again, going back to it, but he's a young kid and what he's been through to show that character and that. It's hats off to him. You've got to say that. It's all looking so good for us all around the park, and they are also young. So if we can hold on to them, we could be at the top for years. Exactly. We've got a young, vibrant team that's hungry as well. That's an important thing. They're hungry, not just a young team, a hungry team that wants to win. Period. End of. No question about it. They want to be going toe-to-toe with Man City and going for the title. Premier League is probably the toughest league in the world, and the way he started, the impact reminded me of Patrick Vieira and the way he adjusted immediately. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On his day, as I said, his Premier League debut, no experience whatsoever at Premier League level, to come in, your Premier League debut, you're away from home, in a hostile environment of what is Selhurst Park on Friday night under the lights, match day one, and to get a man of the match, the performance he put in and get man of the match, and he's continued week in, week out then. Apart from that one blip against Leicester, brief second, he's been phenomenal. And yesterday he was phenomenal again. Okay, again, I can't believe I'm in the position where, as I say, no matter who we play, game basis, I believe we can win. I believe this team can win them game, no matter who we play. We could play Man City tomorrow, home or away, and I would wholeheartedly believe we are going to win that game. We're not just going to fold and bend over and let them have the points like we have done in the last few years. Ozaka is a new man, new player, new style. It does feel like it, but he's a new. It does seem like a completely revitalized person in general. He's amazing. I've had it, and I have egg on my face. I'm so pleased he's proved so many of us wrong. Exactly, and that was the main thing. Yes, and again, people come at me. I have massively criticised Granit Xhaka for his discipline and his side of his game. We all know what he's capable of. And that was a frustrating thing in terms of his ability. What we're seeing now, we all knew that was. We all see that. We see it with Switzerland. That was the most frustrating thing for me. I was seeing what we're seeing now on a consistent basis for Switzerland, but we weren't seeing it for Arsenal at the time. And all we're seeing was oh my God, fuck you! United are hanging on here. By the skin of their teeth, they are hanging on by a thread. Not a head injury, need to continue. De Bruyne. Oh my God, is that a save? What? Frick you now. But going back to what I was saying about Xhaka, I mean, as I say, we are massively critical because the main reason I was critical of him, aside from what happened against Palace a few years, about 3 years ago now, so that aside, was his discipline. That was angering me so much. If he could cut that out, we'd have a fan. And we're seeing it now. We are seeing when he's in control of his when he's in control of his own game, his emotions, etc., etc. He's not being rash and giving away silly fouls. We're seeing the granite we see at Switzerland, and I'm loving that. And I want to see that on a week-to-week basis. And I wanted him to prove me wrong, and thank fuck he has, because you know what? The club stood by him through thick and thin in the last 3 years, and it's finally paying off. And I think another thing that's part of his game that we're seeing more of now is the reason we're seeing more of it as well in terms of what we're seeing in terms of his form is we're having someone like Thomas Partey in that pivot that will stay back. Ain't good. Who's getting tripped? Was that Varane? Varane twisted his ankle there. Jesus. But we're seeing having someone of Partey's quality, don't care what anyone says. Someone of Partey's quality on the pitch that will sit back as the part of the pivot. He'll be the one that sits back as the anchor and be the link between the defence and the midfield and the attack, which is then allowing Granit to push forward a little bit more and support the likes of Odegaard, Fabio Vieira, Martinelli's, I'm trying to think now, Saka, Jesus, and all that. Support the attack. It's because we've got. Oh, that's got to be two. That has got to be two. Yeah, goal's been given. Haaland has scored. He's a annual goal, daily goal, league match day goal. It's 2-0 header off. Was meant to be looked like it'd been off the line, but it did look. But it was given as in the watch budged. It's 2-0 City. As I say, Haaland's got his complimentary goal for the week. Look at Erling Haaland, yeah. Just going back to the game quickly here. Look at him. Whose idea is to put Christian Eriksen to mark him? And when Eriksen has been put on to mark him, it's so half-hearted. Look at that. That's appalling. Absolutely appalling. Abue was a shit show. Was a shit show by the fans. Yeah. How came back from injury and was played out of position. Never boo a player whilst down. Exactly. And I never agreed. I was so disappointed when that happened back then in the fans. So disappointed. Sorry, this is City here in Watchalong and going. No, well, the game's, to be honest, apart from the 2 goals, the game's been so one-sided and so dead. There's not much really to talk about apart from the goals itself, because it's so one-sided at the moment. And you know what? I don't care if people come in and go, oh, you know what? You're on Arsenal channel, talking about Arsenal, but you're doing a new Manchester Derby Watchalong. What the fuck? Talk about the game. There's nothing really to talk about. It's Man City dominating, as I expected. I fucking called it before the game even kicked off. I'm like the media outlets and fucking Sky and all that. Oh, it'll be so close. You're not going to actually get something from today's game. Yeah, right. Oh, Walker's gone down. This ain't good. For City, anyway. Well, say that. We don't need to apologise anyway. I'm enjoying having this chat. I'm actually enjoying talking about Arsenal, for God's sake. So, as I say, making the most of it. So, here we go. De Bruyne is the world's best player. Watching it, and don't get me wrong, Haaland looks good, but De Bruyne makes things look. Oh, yeah, De Bruyne. But he's only got a couple of years left in his career. He's 30, 31 now, De Bruyne. And we were on the way home yesterday. Me and my brother were on the way home from the game yesterday. He made an interesting, going back to Jacob quickly. He made an interesting comment actually that after yesterday's performance and the goal that he scored, he's now the in-form midfielder in the league. The most in-form midfielder, not the most. He is the in-form midfielder in the league. No one, he's clear at the moment in terms of form, basically. No one comes near him at the moment. In terms of form, no one comes near him. Salah's fallen off a cliff. We got De Bruyne. Yeah, he's all right. He's been all right so far this season, but he's not been his fluent best. But he's still good, but not to the point where we're 3-0. That's Haaland. 3-0. Haaland's on a hat trick. I told you. What did I say? Haaland will get a hat trick today. That's so easy. Who's meant to be defending him? Jesus Christ. This is only 37 minutes into the game. What's your next live game, Ryan? It would be nice to meet you in person one day. Oh, the next game at the Emirates, as it stands, is Nottingham Forest at home. So yeah, I would like to. Definitely. I've met up with Melvin, Everton last season. I think I've met up with him and his son at David Dean's book signing the other week as well. Who else have I met? There's a few others as well that we've mingled with before. I didn't get a chance to meet Gary yesterday. Gary was at the game as well yesterday with Lolo and all that. But he's going to be back in February apparently. He's currently in Leeds today for the Leeds game against Villa. That's so easy. No one marking him. De Bruyne with the assists. I was like, what did I say about De Bruyne? About form and all that. He gets an assist like that, and you've got fucking again Haaland just going, thank you, stud it. This could be more than 4-0, I think. If City and Pep decide to show no mercy, this could be an absolute embarrassment. Imagine if we had Ireland, mate. Jesus, we would be clear. As the way we've been playing this season, in fact, we're top of the league as it stands. Even before this game kicked off, we would be fucking clear by January. Trust me. Okay, and don't first game. Okay, we're sort of Elcott was we chat and watch and all that. So we're sort of saying beforehand. Get a few of us together and all that before and afterwards as well. Make a day of it, sort of thing. Hopefully, assuming there's no train strikes, obviously, touch wood. At all. I don't want to be my fucking luck. Oh dear. Yeah, we're still top of the league, but with City winning this game by the looks of it, 3-0 up, but 40 minutes in, it'd be a point. What was it? We were 4 points clear, so it'd be a point in it. But we got Liverpool next week, so that's a win. Let's all laugh at Manchester United. Sorry about that. 1 second. Make sure that's disconnected. Yeah, it's all working still. Oh, Walker's gone down. Looks like he might be taken off. I was going to scoreboard, haven't I? I was chatting about so much when it went 2-0. I didn't change it to 2-0, so you go from 1-0 to 3-0. Hey. There you go. Oh dear, who's this coming on? I'm sorry. All the goals as well. I don't care if this upsets anyone, United fan base wise, or neutrals in general. Every single goal City have scored today, the defend from United has been fucking appalling. No, let's go from an Arsenal fan. It's witnessed appalling defending since we moved to the Emirates in 2006. I mean, it's saying something when you've got Nathan Ake in the Man City team, yeah. He's not been tested. The City defence have had nothing to do in terms of a defensive work. They've had nothing to do today in this game at all. Also, if you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button, do subscribe if you are new, and do share the content around as well. It does massively up the channel. I need to go shopping now, so we'll chat soon. Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll be here for a while anyway. But yeah, I'll chat, message you on WhatsApp later and all that if you want. But yeah, been nice chatting back to you as well. And as I say, enjoy the rest of your day and have fun shopping this hard and getting a hat trick before you go. 1 sec. Oh, yes, no, maybe. Oh, almost. He's a fucking machine. I'm telling you, he's not human. I still think if United had Casemiro and Ronaldo on, it would make City more cautious, but then Ten Hag bottled it. I just don't. In terms of Ronaldo, I don't know why Casemiro's not starting now. He's had long enough now since he's joined from Madrid. The whole point of bringing Casemiro to United was apparently to upgrade their midfield. And yeah, he is far superior, Casemiro. 4-0, oh my god. Do not say it's a hat trick. If it's a Haaland hat trick, I'm gonna fucking piss myself. Oh, it is as well. It's gonna be a Haaland hat trick, isn't it? Oh, he's got an assist, one of the two. He got the assist, Phil Foden. It's piss poor defending again, man. So Foden and Haaland on a hat-trick. It's 4-0. It's not even half-time. It is game over. United are not back. United are in the mud. United fans, come at me, you pricks. Bring it on. Alice knows football, talks whatever her fucking name is. Fucking a flying pig. All of you, come at me. Please, come at me. Let me embrace your angst, your anger. Because this is brilliant. As an Arsenal fan, you know what? I don't care if City win. Obviously, think about it. I hate United, so I am loving this. United fans having to go through what we went through for fucking years. And I'm loving it. They thought bringing Ten Hag in and bringing Casemiro in was going to be the be-all and end-all. But going back to what I was saying about Casemiro, he was meant to be brought in, not just as a ploy to get the fans off the back, but to come in and slot in alongside either Fred or McTominay, whoever out of the two, and give them a bit more solidarity in their defence. I don't get why he's not playing. I don't get it. This is sort of game. He's a big game. He's a big game player as well. He's a fucking Champions League winner for crying out loud. Fergie, give us a wave. 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 See, I'm unbearable when I'm happy. But it just makes he's a big. As I say, he's a multiple Champions League winner. He's a big game player, world class midfielder, and you bench him for the big Manchester derby and play it safe-ish with the pivot that you started the season with that got you done over by Brighton and Brentford respectively. Makes so much sense. And then they're getting done over 2 minutes ahead on time, by the way. This is absolutely insane. See, sort of, because they've lost to Brighton, as I say, they got thumped by Brentford, and it's the first couple of days, first couple of weeks of the season, and all that. Add this to the equation, one sec. Pardon me. Add this to the equation. United fans in general won't give Ten Hag the time he needs, and he needs time. He needs the sort of time that Arteta got to rejig things and get things back on track. United fans are leaving. United fans are actually leaving before half time. The Etihad. They've walked out. They've literally walked out. The cameras at Sky have panned out outside the stadium where the away fans section is, and now panning into where they're sitting or meant to be sitting and standing, and fans are actually leaving. So it's going to be pretty much an empty away stand for the second half. Wow. But as I say, Ten Hag needs the time Arteta has been given at Arsenal to turn things around and get his team, get his style, his philosophy, everything, not just from the first team, but throughout the entire club, installed throughout the entire club. And I don't think United fans are going to give him that time. And with them not giving him that time, will then lead to him being sacked, because then the Glazers go, oh shit, we need to get the fans on side. You know what? Sorry, Ten Hag, you're sacked. Oh, bloody hell, Pete's back. Jesus Christ. He's not taking a piss for once. Well, take it as you will. Been a while. I was expecting you last night, but you've come along, so fair play to you. Congratulations to you this season. Deserve to win the title. We haven't won the title. We have not won the title. It's 8 games. There's 30 more games to go. We've got Man City. We've got Erling Haaland and Man City to contend with. I'm off the mindset of, again, we've got 30 games to go. Man City should still win the league. They've got Haaland. Period. They should be winning the league. End of. Anyone else wins the league this season, that's including us, is a failure on City. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I'd love us to win it, But being realistic, if we were the fact we're as it stands in a challenge as it is at the moment, 8 games after 8 games, is new ground for me for the first time in a few years. I haven't had this excitement, this feeling of euphoria going into these games, and then being able to enjoy a season at this point of the season. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Going out for fourth, or trying to get back in the top four. Da, 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 da. But you know, we just started as we meant to go on, and apart from the blip against United, we are just getting in and fucking getting the result. We're not. The main thing is we're not drawing. We're not drawing our games. By now, under the last few years, it's been. But at this point, we've won 8 games in, so we would have won 1-3, drawn one. Yeah, one over the last few years. It would have been 1-3, drawn 4, lost 2, or etc., or vice versa, but in terms of losses and defeats, etc. But now we're at a point where we've started the season, we're fucking on it. We've got a team that's young, hungry, wants to win. We've got title winners in our team now that have intensified the mentality of the club and the players. And we're just playing. We're taking the game by game, but we're not taking no prisoners. We've got we've got a spine. We've actually got a spine, a fucking good one at that as well, for that entire team. And it goes from literally Ramsdale, the partnership with Gabriel Saliba, the midfield of Partey and Granit, and you've got Jesus spearheading it. It's insane. It is insane. That I can say that I can actually enjoy this. I can actually, as I said earlier, I am going into games believing we can win, no matter who we play. I believe we're going to win. I know we're not always going to do that. I know throughout the season we're going to have a couple of defeats on our hands throughout the season, but I'm still going to enjoy. I'm enjoying watching us play. And the fact that I was at the game yesterday, and from the fact actually again, it was literally the kickoff happened. I was yesterday. I was at the game. The kickoff happened, and the first thing Tottenham do is pump it to us. They don't try and keep the possession for a few minutes and make us work for it. They just went, okay, we're starting. Literally, was it Kane that kicked it? Was it Kane or Son? I think more than likely Kane kicks the game off, passes it back to his midfield, and they just pumped it to us and then come at us. Are you mad? And they just sat back and hoped and prayed. And then when you got the penalty, it was so against the run of play, it was unreal. But even then, I'm like, you know what? No. We'll dust ourselves down. We'll go again. And we did. We just dust ourselves down. And we dust ourselves down from that setback there. And we went again and got the goal. Straight after half time, got that early goal. And then I don't care what anyone says. The red card, it didn't affect the game for me. There was only 2-1 even with 11 men each. There was only one winner in that game. You did not look like you're going to get back into it at all. We were giving you nothing. You were creating nothing. Son was non-existent. But Charlotte just kept diving and crying like a bitch. But yeah, in terms of winning the title, I'll be fucking ecstatic if we did that. As I said, I will be unbearable. So if we by some miracle do win the league this season, I will be unbearable. So you best go fucking hiding. But taking the realistic side of things into the equation, into the conversation, you've got to say City are still favourites. I keep saying it. They've got Haaland. Haaland is a major factor. If they didn't have Haaland, or as I said at the start of the stream, I said if he gets a big injury this season and he's out for like 2 to 3 months this season, yeah, that might swing it in our favour. As long as we consistently perform the way we have and get the results that we're getting at the moment, but we consistently keep going and don't get complacent ourselves, then I'll start to believe that you know what we can do this. Not only can we do this, I think we can do it. But believing that we are going to win the league, that'll become more of a realistic factor. If we are put it this way, if we are in a tight race, straight shootout between us and City, come April, the last few the run into the season, where so what's it say? What in the last eight games left of the season, going to the last 8 games, we're top of the league by 3 to 4 points, whatever it is, and we've got to play City in the end as well at some point, so that could be the contributing factor to the title. But if we're in that, as I say, 8 games to go, and we're 3 or 4 points clear of City going into the last 8 games, then and only then will I start believing we are going to win the league. Until then, it's game by game, making the most of it, enjoying it for what it is, and to see what happens for the rest of the season. Behave yourself now, you Pete. One season one. Nah, this is a team that ain't be a one season wonder, mate. Anyone that knows football, rivalry or no rivals or not, you should know this ain't a one season thing. This is going to be a good few years in the making. This is a young team. It's a young, hungry team, as I say. This is something that's in the making to be a long term thing. I'm not saying we're bottlers, by the way, because they're not. How are we bottlers, by the way? We're only a point ahead, because obviously as it stands, we're only a point ahead of City. So hardly bottling it. 8 games into the season. What's bottling it is going to the Manchester Derby and walking out 4-0 down on the 43rd minute. That's bottling it. When it's meant to be tightly contested and all that, and Man United are back and all that crap. In all seriousness, I've always rated Jesus was a world-class striker. City were forced to let him go. Well, they've been shown to be fools for not giving him a chance. They never really gave him a chance when Aguero was there. The second Aguero left, you thought, went to Barcelona, you thought maybe this Jesus, because obviously they didn't get Harry Kane in. This was the time for Jesus to put his marker down. And again, it's just used him as a bit part player here, there, and everywhere. And now we're reaping the fruit of their stupidness, really, because now we've not just got a clinical all-round striker that can not only score goals but create goals, and is a poacher and doesn't give up and will fight for everything in the box. But he's hungry. He wants to prove Pep wrong, and that is dangerous for opponents to have someone of that mentality, that ilk, that wants to prove someone wrong. That's why I'll be honest. I've put a cheeky $5 on Jesus to be top goal scorer. Obviously, Haaland's going to win it by the looks of it, unless he gets an injury. But you live in hope. But I'm backing my striker. I can actually say I'm backing my striker. Everything we've had in these first 8 games of the season with Jesus is what we lacked all last season with Aubameyang and Lacazette, respectively. Your midfield is very strong, and the missing pieces you've sorted out. Also missing pieces in terms of players who weren't great are now stepping up. Xhaka looks like different. Yeah, we were talking about this before you came along. You deserve to win against us. Can't argue against your... No, exactly. Mr. Bungle, yay! What do you think of Spurs equals dog shit? Ronnie. Oh, God. I'm not going to banter a team who I think deserves to win the league. I've hanged up my boots this season. Well, 8 games and you've given up already. keep mocking us. Okay, we will. Trust me, we will. And the thing is, for you, for us, we will mock your shite. The thing is, we will. This is the thing. And what doesn't help? What makes it even better for even more? I mean, rivalry. Obviously, next one, in terms of it's North. It's your nearest rivals in terms of location wise. Hence, North London Derby. Anyway, but the reason we're going to mock it even more, on top of that, is you've got idiots out there like Jamie O'Hara. It's just talking shite and talk shite. Constantly, it's just throwing himself under a bus. Oh, with going, what was it on Friday? Arteta's going to be found out tomorrow. It's obviously, we said it on Friday. He'll be found out tomorrow. You got to remember, played United this season already. They're last. Arteta fucked it. Along them lines, anyway. He's coming to town. He's going to score Arteta. It's going to be a Conte masterclass. We're going to win. We're going to be in a title race. They're not. Bring it on. And yeah, look what happened there. Yes, again, run his fucking little rodent little mouth. It backfired of him. And he's got fucking Laura Woods calling for him, like, bring on Monday morning, talk shite on the breakfast show. And again, I know he's going to fucking make excuses. Oh, fucking Royale should have been sent. Emerson Royale should never have been sent off. That completely changed the game at 2-1. If he still plays, we could have got back into. We could have won that. Got back into that game and won it. All that bullshit. He's an absolute moron, and him saying what he says makes it even more, as I say, of a reason for us Arsenal fans to come at you when you fuck up, even when it's not even against us. When we watch you lose to Lisbon, we're like, okay, all right, let's ram it home, bring it on, come on. Oh, derby next week. Leicester v Forest, got Brighton v Tottenham. Come on, Brighton. Palace versus Leeds on Saturday night, and then the Sunday. Yeah, Palace v Leeds on Sunday. Then the main event on Sunday, Arsenal at home to Liverpool, and Liverpool look fucking strong. I watched again. As anyone knows the channel, did a match today stream last night, and my God, do they look vulnerable even now against Brighton? A Brighton team that's got a new manager in. His first. He hasn't even had, because of what happened with the Queen's passing and all that. He's not long been announced either. I think it's just after going into the international break, he was announced as the new manager. So he's not had much time with the players anyway. And they fucking made Trossard look like a fucking world-class, amazing player. Arteta's a good manager. You were good to keep hold of him. However, this is good for us. We will strengthen and knock you boys back to where you belong next season, mate. You've said this again. You lot have said this. We've always been in our shadow, by the way. But since Martin Yole, when Martin Yole came along and raised you up to get into European places and all that, eventually compete playing for the Champions. Yeah, you're 4-0 down. Gotta love this Man United. 4-0 down, and they bring on a out of shape Luke Shaw. That makes so much tactical sense there. Wow. But yeah, that's the same. Going back to what you since Martin Yole sort of raised the bar in terms of the sort of managers, coaches, and all that you was bringing in at the time, someone that actually came along and raised you up a bit, gave you a bit of confidence in yourselves. You always have been, oh, we're gonna come and get you. We're coming for you. And yes, you finished above us. All you've done is finish above us for 6 years. Is it 6 years? Like that. That's it. You've won no trophies still. Even in them 6 years that you finished above us in the league, we've won trophies. We've won silverware. We've actually won silverware. We reached the Champions League final most recent. But did you win the final? You lost the final in 30 seconds in. It was game over. Almost 5-0 to City. But 30 seconds into that game, that against Liverpool, the game was over. It was done. Thank you very much. Give it to Liverpool. Come back next year. Let's be honest, you fluked your way to the final. Let's be honest. Got some luck along the way, especially against City. Literally the last 9 seconds against Ajax. You lucked yourself out all the way to the final that season. And then, as I say, 30 seconds in, and then it's like, boom, oh, okay, it's over. Harry Kane went missing. And he just did nothing. I remember I did a watch along for that final. And I was just like, obviously wanting Liverpool to win, because otherwise you'd have been unbearable. You'd been the first team to win, first North London team to win the Champions League out of two of us. That would have been unbearable. But face, I'm like, yeah, fantastic. But he did nothing in that game. At least we was in. Yes, it was 2006. I know you've been worse recently, but at least in our final, we gave it everything. We gave it everything. It was a better team of 11 men. We went down at 10 men. 5 minutes later, we go 1-0 up by your ex-captain, by the way. And we were the better team, even with 10 men. We were still the better team for the majority of that game. And we just switched off in the last, and literally 2 moments in the last 15 minutes cost us. Henrik Larsson coming on is what cost us the Champions League in 2006. And it is what it is on that. But yeah, we've been to the League Cup final. You fucking got to the League Cup. You sacked the manager that got you there. So, literally 6 days before the final. And replaced him with the next player that had no experience as a manager and played even more negative style football. And you wonder why. That's the biggest opportunity to end that drought that you're currently in terms of silverware wise. You bottled it. It is what it is. In the meantime, we've been at our worst. I'm 33, right? And this period that we've been going through up to this last year and a half. This last year, prior to this last year, this Arsenal, we've come accustomed to over the last few years. That's been our worst period in our life. This has been the worst period in my lifetime that I've seen Arsenal ever in terms of performances and results and for the league, etc. Yeah, right. Yet we still managed to win silverware. And yes, you finished above us, but we still managed to win the silverware. And that was with, compared to this current squad at the moment, where it's going, meh squad, basically, on a few occasions, by the way. Now we've got a squad that we've got now, and playing some fantastic football along the way as well. Now you should be scared, because this ain't a one-off season thing. This is for the long run now. And it's perfect as well. We're just going about our business, because as long as we obviously make a few distance along the way, but keep the core of this squad together over the next 2 to 3 years. When Pep goes and Klopp either goes at some point this season or whenever, we're ready. We are ready to go. Okay, and take advantage of that and win some league titles properly. If we win it, as I said earlier, if we win the league this season by some miracle, I'm gonna be ecstatic. I'm going to the fucking parade. I'm gonna make your life and everyone else's, rivalry wise, their lives unbearable all fucking summer. It'll be fully worth the wait from 2004 to now if we do win the league come May. I don't think we will this season. I think we're a season out from winning it, from being able to win it. But if we do, fantastic. The most we can, I think, honestly, when the season started, I think the most realistic thing at the moment to look at with 30 league games to go, by the way, is to say mount a challenge and see where we go. Next season's a season where we go, okay, bang, and we go for the actual, not just competing for making a challenge for the title, but actually win it, basically. That's all in good time. This team, and also this team isn't eventually prove that comment about Champions League. This squad we've got isn't a Europa squad. It is a fully fledged squad that is more than ready for the Champions League. And the Arsenal Misfits popped in this morning, all just woke up, and as expecting, I see May not getting. Oh, mate. All the goals, as you say, all the goals came in the first half. Haaland's got 2, Foden's got 2, Hans got an assist as well. So my FPL team's gone through the roof. I think he's my captain. I think him or Jesus was my captain, one of the two. And yeah, what was it? That was I think at the 40th minute, 38th, 40th minute was in the fourth goal. In fact, Man United fans in the away section were caught leaving the away end on camera, live on air, from like the 43rd minute onwards. BX Gunner as well. So BX Gunner, big up yourself. Hope you keep well, my friend. Do stick with me, guys. Do smash that like button as well. Just to for anyone that wasn't here last night as well, I will stick around because I will be basically promote. I will be promoting the new channel giveaway, basically, and how you can basically what it is, how you can enter, etc., etc. So do stick around. I'll give me a few minutes. I'll check a few things, and then I'll be doing that for you because it's game's over basically. 53rd minute, and City are. As I say, it's a 4-0 up. Luke Shaw. I don't get why. With all the subs to make, you're 4-0 down, and you've just gone one left back for another. In terms of the left back that started, you took him off and put Luke Shaw on. Of all the subs you could have put on, Luke Shaw, the one you went for. Oh, brilliant! Oh, I love Brentford. I love Brentford now. I'm gonna share this actually with you guys. Oh, if only Stefan was to share this with the pig. The flying pig, by the way, not being out of line or anything. You know, as a goat, trying to cancel me. 1 second. Oh, this is brilliant. I love Brentford for this. This is fantastic. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Screen. This is what Brentford have tweeted out, by the way. In the last 20 minutes, they've tweeted this out at 2:52 p.m. UK time. Oh, 4-1. Consolation goal. Anthony's just scored for United. Fucking hell. Where did that come from? God's sakes, that you had one job. But Brentford, this is no longer avoid this tweet now, but well, Brentford basically tweeted out saying Brentford, Man City, handshake emoji, 4-0 up at half time. We got to love it. The shithousery. That's completely out of nowhere. That's not just against someone playing in general for the second half here, but for the match itself, they've done nothing up till then. What is Edison doing? If City's just switched off or something there. I remember some pretty dark days for us in the 70s and 80s, but in Premier League era, we have been sad by our own standards in the last. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Even by our own standards, we have been poor. And our weakest, and we've had some, as I say, compared to this squad now, some pretty mere below par squads, but we still managed to win silverware. And it's meant to be Tottenham's fan. And this era of last 6-7 years of Tottenham has meant to be their golden generation of being able to compete. And then what have they done? Oh, finished above us and got a Champions League a few times. Woohoo! Got to a final and bottled it after 30 seconds. Woohoo! It'll be interesting to see if Ten Hag can get them turned around in a positive way after this nightmare. It depends on how the second half plays out now. They've got a goal back in at 4-1. Oh, 1 second. There we go. But anyway, guys, how you all been doing? How's your weekend's been as well? Hope you all been keeping well and safe and all that jazz. Oh, well, Greece went down, but no penalty was being given. Would have been soft, but would have enjoyed it. Okay, Casemiro again. This makes no sense. Casemiro's now Rashford's going off along for Martial, but Casemiro's coming on as well. But they're 4-1 down. It makes no sense. McTominay's gone off. That's 3 subs out of 5 they've used. But now Casemiro. But what I'm saying, Casemiro coming on now is pointless because the game's done. Even at 4-1, his whole thing is protect the back 9 and be that link up between the midfield and the attack. And Cristiano's still on the bench, pissed off. Exactly, Steve. Exactly, Steve. So would I. Nothing will convince me otherwise. To change my mind on that. That's what I was checking for. Before I get on about the giveaway. By the way, guys, do smash that like button and all that. Yeah. Check 1 sec. Is this going to be 5 yet? Or he's going to fuck it up? Corner. 60 points I got. Woohoo. Oh, Zeju's got 16. He's my captain. So if I'd put Harman, I'd have 24 points now. Bastard. Oh dear, it is what it is. Oh. What the going on, baby? Fucking United defending is awful. Oh dear. But yeah, do smash that like button, guys. Do subscribe if you are new, and do share the content around it. It does massively help the channel grow and get you recognised a lot quicker than at normal rate, basically. And with that, I will be now. One sec. That's the first giveaway we're doing for the channel, and we promote it basically from last night. Basically, for anyone that wasn't here last night, I'm doing a couple of giveaways between now and Christmas. Basically, it's going to run from now till December 2nd on the channel. We've launched one last night, and what it is for a signed copy. A signed copy from the man himself, David Dean, of David Dean's new book. And tell all, it does. Trust me, I've got my own copy. 1 second. I've got my own copy here, so I can verify it. Trust me, you'd want this book anyway. But to win this copy of this book signed by David Dean himself, all you got to do is be a subscriber to the channel, and literally put, as we are live now, if you want to enter, all you got to do is type in hashtag Spuds are shit, and that enters you into the giveaway. And as I say, the giveaway is running between now and December 2nd. Sorry, at 3:00 UK time in the afternoon. And then over the weekend, I'll get all your names together. And on a Monday, so on the 5th of December, I will announce the winner of this giveaway. And the other one I'll be after the other giveaway as well. But I'll be announcing the winners and getting in contact with the winner to send this to them so they can have it in time before Christmas as a little stocking filler as well. You're not meant to put spaces. But I'll put you in the hat, but you're not really meant to put spaces. Oh my god, almost fucking a hat trick for Haaland. But I'll enter you. But yeah, I'll put your name's now put down. As long as there's a way of me getting hold of you, if you do win, there's no problem. So that's that. Yeah, as I say, all you got to do, hashtag Spuds are shit. Spuds are shit. But I'll allow that one to go through. So dear. This is falling up a bit. Oh, there we go. Here we go. 5-1 Haaland hat trick. Oh my god, this. Just when United had hope at 4-1. And there we go. Look. There's Erling's dad as well in the stands, former Man City man. Had his leg broken against United with Roy Keane in the stands, celebrating with the agents and all that, jazz and the friends and family and all that in the stands. But Haaland, I told you, what did I said it before, Neil and Haaland get a hat trick, but he's got his hat trick. And then look at the space he's got. Every goal he's got today, look at the space he's had for every goal. This is insane. No, you are entered. So I've got 3 entries so far into the giveaway for this particular giveaway. There's another giveaway we'll be doing as well. That's fucking 3 hat tricks, by the way. I just realised that. Oh, possible offside. They say his hands offside. I'm gonna cry. This better count. Yeah, they cannot say his hands offside. Idiots. Well, 8 games into the season, and he's got 3 hat tricks already. Fucking hell. We want 6. We want 6. Oh dear, gotta love it. That's insane though. 3 hat-tricks at 8. 3 league hat-tricks in 8 games. What the fuck? Unless, as I say, unless Haaland gets injured, he's out for 2 to 3 months this season. Oh, City are going to win the league. This is insane. Gary Neville must be fuming inside, absolutely livid, because he went. Was it now before kickoff and the lineups came out? By the way, that City fans are doing the Poznan as well. They haven't done that for a few years. Man, shit, Manx of shit. Oh dear. I will say before that goal went in, by the way, there will be another giveaway announced tomorrow as well to go alongside that will end at the same time as well. But that's going to be announced tomorrow on the podcast. That with myself, Andrew, and Steve are coming back doing as of tomorrow. I'll probably announce it at the end of the stream as well. So, yeah. Anyway. I don't know what to say. It's just like, this is insane. This goes to prove my point. As I say, the only way anyone else, that includes Arsenal, by the way, there's anyone else winning the league this season, aside from City, is if Haaland gets a big injury. He's out for at least 2 to 3 months. And that's going to have to happen coincide after the World Cup, basically. But he's going to have to be out for a long time for Arsenal and all that to benefit from that. But you know what? I'd quite happily at this moment in time, 8 games in, I'd quite happily take a straight shootout title race between us and City that goes down to the last day of the season, or the penultimate game of the season, etc. And then next season, we dust ourselves down in next season, go and win it. Go that step further. I was saying, but talking about Gary Neville, because the lineups came out basically, and Gary Neville on his TikTok and all that, giving it the big eye on fucking City in the what's that? Front of Mick Richards, by the way. That's it. City are in the mud. We're gonna absolutely destroy them. They're in trouble. Da 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 da. In what universe? But okay. Giving it the big I am, and they've been trounced basically from the get go. And the goal aside, the consolation goal aside, that's come out of nowhere. They've been awful today. They've been their usual standard of what we've come accustomed to over the last 12 months of United. Jadon Sancho's been taken off, and Fred's been brought on. So then basically it's now at 5-1. It's waiting to go to 5-1 for Haaland to get his hat-trick to go, you know what, we need to consolidate and make damage control, basically, from Ten Hag. Hey! Anthony shoots wide, way wide, by the way. Ronaldo's now looking more and more aggravated. as the seconds the count the clock counts down. Because obviously he's not going to be coming on today. Oh well. Oh dear, got to laugh. I'm laughing. Yeah. Well, this is what Liverpool's meant to do back at the start of the season. Colonel's in the chat says Flying Pig United is well happy. He's getting round put the super chest up. Sure, the butcher is not a real butcher and a part of Thai football. 6 behave. It's not 6-1. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm gonna milk this as an Arsenal fan. But I hate United. I'm sorry. I hate United as an Arsenal fan, and all the chip they gave us over a week and they beat us, luck by the skin of their teeth. I am milking every second of this. Foden for the 2 hat tricks. Phil Foden. There will be checked. So we've got 2 hat tricks in one game. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Manchester born and bred and lifelong City fan. Phil Foden has got a hat trick in the Manchester derby alongside Haaland. What am I witnessing? But United are back, everyone. United, this is going to be a fucking very tight game. United are going to get top 4. And look who, Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw playing onside. Oh, dear God. Luke Shaw played him onside. Oh, dear. The guy that came on at half time to add a bit of experience to the back line played Foden onside. You couldn't make it up. They've checked for offside, and they're now going for possible ball out of play. Are they taking it? They've never done this before. They've never done that before. From what correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, by the way. They've never gone back in VAR. VAR is meant to be clear and obvious mistake. They've never gone back and checked if a ball gone out of play before a goal. Oh, here we go. City are now making 4. Was it 4 or making all 5 subs? Well, Mars is coming on. Laporte's coming on, and three of the youngsters are coming on for City. They're making 5 subs. Phil Foden's just got his hat trick. His last contribution was getting the hat trick ball. Well, one of the hat trick balls anyway. With 60 minutes to go, De Bruyne's going off. They're standing ovation. This is, oh mate, this has been insane today. So yeah, Mahrez is coming on. Alvarez is coming on. De Bruyne, Grealish. De Bruyne, Grealish is going off. Foden's gone off. Gundogan's gone off. Palmer's gone on. Laporte coming on. Bernardo's going off by the looks of it. No, Bernardo's getting a tactical chat to by Pep. Mate, Alice talks football and the Flying Pig and all, and Goldbridge as well. They are gonna be absolutely fuming. But they are. Man United are fit. This is official. I'm gonna use this clip now and put it on my socials and all that. You can, if you follow me on social media and all that, do share the clip around as well. When I do put it out there, keep an eye out for it. But it's official. Manchester United are now, period, the new banter club. Full stop. No if, buts, or maybes. No back and forth. They are the new banter club. And if they don't like it, tough. Welcome to what we had to deal with for all them years. At the back end of Wenger's era, the UNIM, the brief stint era-ish, and the start of Arteta's reign. It's only just begun. Oh, brilliant. I hate United, so I'm loving this. I'm going to take great pleasure in this, even though it does mean that we're only a point ahead of City in second. No, what? We've got Liverpool next week. We'll be fine. Famous last words. But Liverpool, be honest, looking on to next Sunday's game, league-wise. Liverpool, they showed it last night. Yesterday anyway. I watched it last night. They showed that they are still vulnerable in the defence. Every time anyone attacks them, they look like they are going to concede. 21 shots from Man City, by the way, 10 on target, and six of them actually went in the net. Jesus, that's clinical. We want 7. We want 7. Oh dear. I've literally, it's to a point now, I'm sitting here with you guys and my feet are up and I'm sat back relaxing. Oh dear. Oh, exactly. No, because we had Pete in the top of the annual Tottenham fan that pops in every now and then nowadays. Arsenal won the league and all that malarkey. It's taking side digs, obviously, but no, I'll put it out there. Look, City are even now. Look, we're 8 games in, 30 to go. City are still going to be the favourites. They should win the league. They've got fucking Harner. They've got a machine in goals in Harner to find that out. I like to see 8 goals. I'm taking the goal by goal BX. If I'm being honest, I want City to score 10. I'm being brutally honest here. Oh, really love the salt in the wound. Yeah, City's goal difference is up, and that's mainly down to fucking Haaland. And he's insane. He's insane fucking hat tricks he's getting. How did we let this team beat us the other week? How? We did let them. We switched two moments in the last 20 minutes. We switched off. And it cost us. How did we lose? How? Hey, got fun. We fell over. But yeah, the goal difference I was just looking before, even before they scored the 6th. It was at 5-1. The goal difference was like plus 20. Was it plus 21? It was on. Obviously, we now have 22. And our goal difference was the second best in the league. At 12 or something like that. So they're 10 goals better than ahead of us, basically. As I say, Man City should win the league. Even though we've started the season the way we have, and we are top by a point and all that jazz. Once the full time whistle, as it stands and all that, once the whistle goes officially, that will be the case. So we'll be top by a point. We've got Liverpool next week. Man City should be the favourites, and they should go on to win the league come May. Our main thing was, as I say, get back in the top 4. That's our whole. Anything higher and better than that is a bonus, basically. You take it and you snap your hand off and run with it, basically. BX, by the way, did you hear about the giveaway? Was you here when I re-promoted the giveaway about 20 minutes ago that I'm doing on the channel. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If you weren't, thumbs down. If you are, if you was around when I was talking about it, thumbs up. Oh dear. Oh, the Leeds team are out apparently for because they're playing with Villa, aren't they? So Leeds v Villa, or Villa Leeds, aren't they? That's it. Leeds v Villa. Yeah, Leeds at home. Sorry, because Gary don't want to tweet Lolo, and a couple of the guys have gone up. They're obviously they're at the game yesterday, North London Derby, but they've also managed to get tickets and they've travelled up to Leeds this morning. They're going to be currently at Ellen Road. Sorry. All right, give me a second. I'll re-promote it. I'll tell you about it in a sec. One sec. But yeah, so Gary, as we speak, is in Leeds, basically, either in the stadium or on his way to going into the stadium with a few of the guys for Leeds v Aston Villa today. So if you do want to watch that game, keep an eye out. See if you can keep an eye out for them and spot them in the crowd. You never know. But yeah, BX. Just because obviously you wasn't here before, bear with me. I'm doing a couple of giveaways on the channel between now and Christmas. That's going to run from now till literally second of December, 3 p.m. UK time. It'll stop. But basically, this is the first one I've announced since last night. It's a giveaway for a signed. I'll show you. Prove it is a signed copy by the man himself of his brand new book. His signed copy of his brand new book. As I say, it's going to be running from now to the 2nd of December, with the winner announced on the 5th of December. 6-2, woohoo! Martial tapping, woohoo! Let's have a wank. I'm joking. Oh dear. Okay, now this is where City City's downfall is though. Defensively, dominating a game like this and giving away cheap goals like they have done today is what could be their downfall. Potentially could be their downfall for the title race. But basically, yeah, all you've got to do if you're interested in taking part in the giveaway, BX and anyone else that's coming along now, literally you've got to be a subscriber to the channel. If you become a member as well, you get your name put in a hat twice, so you've got double the chance of winning the giveaway come December. But yeah, so subscriber, member gives you double the chance, and basically, then to confirm that you want to be in with a chance. Oh my god, of winning the giveaway, in with a chance of winning the giveaway is type in the live chat because we're live now. Type in the live chat hashtag spuds are shit. That's all you got to do. And then once that's done, you're entered. Your name's put forward, and we go from that basically. You're put in the hat. But as I say, as a member, if you're a member or become a member, your name will be your name will go in the hat twice basically. You've got double the chance of winning it. But let's change the scoreboard. Just sitting here. Fucking hell. Because of, as I say, I was talking about it before, about their downfall. What their downfall is would be for the season, conceding these two sloppy goals they've conceded today, when they've dominated the entire game, conceding 2 goals against the runner played the way they have, that'll piss off Pep. And that, if they don't work on that, that could be what gives Arsenal a shoe-in to win the league come May. You know, doing this attack again here. Anthony going in, and shoots at the near post, but the goalkeeper's already there, so it's straight into the keeper's arms. Respect a guy putting his life on the line. You said it, not me. Mark Armanas in an Arsenal top was great. I saw that as well. I watched the videos and all that they've put out as well on the Lolo's channel, Backstoops, Lolo's channel basically. Yeah. That was great. Nice, thank you. No problem, mate. As I say, if you want to enter, all you got to do is type in the live chat now, hashtag Spuds are shit, and that's your name put forward into the hat. Then, if you get between now and then become a member of the channel as well, you get. I'll then write down your name again. You literally goes into the hat again. Your name goes into the hat twice. So there's double the chance. There's an extra chance that I could pull your hat out there, name at the hat. If that makes sense. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, that's you in then. Oh dear. Oh, so we're 87th minute, aren't we? Yeah, 88th. But anyway, not long to go. Basically, most of the United fans are left. There's a few have stayed behind. I'll tell him that. I'll pass on a message, Colonel, to Gary. I'll pass that on. Oh dear. It's a forecast, don't I? Actually, I do not want to give having it chucked there when I'm trying to dry clothes and laundry and all that. Oh, it's going to be cultural. Another safe medicine there, but back out to Anthony. Blocked from Nathan Ake. See if they got a pen. Who's got a pen? City. I'm assuming United, but the fact they're on the ball. Because obviously you must be about a minute ahead of me, about a minute or 30 seconds ahead of me. So it must be United got the pen here. Imagine. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, you know what? As I said before, this could be City's downfall in terms of them not winning the title. You're dominating a game. You've scored 6 goals, and you're giving away cheap goals. Cheap goals. You know what? As an fan, the way we are at the moment, I'll take that because you know what, it brings your goal difference down, but also it gives us hope that you know what we do better to play you. And throughout the season, you're going to drop. You're going to give away sloppy goals and give away points along the way. The hope is enough that we can just maintain where we're doing. Imagine it's 6-6 now. Watch United fans try and play it down. Well, we scored 3 goals and we still lost. We went to City and scored 3 goals. Yeah, fucking get some other play. Yep, 6-3. Fucking hell. Just going into injury time as well. Martial got. What's Martial doing? I'm sorry. Yeah, you've scored a third, another consolation goal, and you're running towards the ball like he's running towards to get the ball, yeah, as if it was, for example, as if it was to make it 6-5, and there's a chance to make it 6-all, basically. Oh, we went to City and scored 3, but yeah, you can see the 6 though. But we scored 3 though. We scored 3. Not that bad. I ain't goal for them though. But as City fans would be happy they've won, obviously, they scored 6 goals, they beat the local rivals, put them in their place and all that. But at the same time, defensively, they switched off in the last 20 minutes. And gave away 2 cheap goals in them 20 minutes. The goal early prior to that was a cheap goal to give away as well. And it's just poor all round. Sit at the golf course, but we all know the animal of Pep Guardiola. He will not want to be seeing his team give away these sort of goals that they've given away today, even though they have won comfortably. Defensively, that's cause for concern because there's going to be better teams coming up against them. Brighton, for example, Fulham, that will take advantage of that. Taking a dig at United, but still, I don't care. I don't like it. I don't care. But I don't see how United fans can play this down. We scored 3 goals. You lost 6-3. We scored 3. Fuck off. You lost. You got battered. You got destroyed. You could see you scored goals completely against the one that played by fluke more than anything. There's the 4-time whistle. Game over. United get tonked. As a performance-wise, they've been tonked today. 2 hat-tricks today as well, one from Haaland, one from Phil Foden. So we get 2 match balls for giving out today. Interestingly, they give man of the match to probably, I think Haaland will get it just because he got the hat-trick and he got an assist as well along the way. Neither manager looks happy. Well, Ten Hag definitely wouldn't, obviously, because he's not as he lost a derby, he got humiliated yet again. And his team conceded 6 and showed no fight whatsoever, even though they scored 3 goals. It's totally against the run of play. And the main reason why Pep won't be happy is because they conceded them 3 goals. If they'd won 6-0, there'd be no reason for him to look unhappy. And it is what it is. We got a better defence. I think if we change Gabriel, put White at centre half, and put Tommy back at right back, Gabriel, give Gabriel a break. I think we've got the facilities to do that now. That's the thing. We have got the facilities to do that. But we'll see. Along the way, we'll see. Not much to say really, but yeah. So yeah, as I've been saying since they went 1-0 up, Man City are now a point behind Arsenal with a goal difference of +20, with our goal difference of +12. As I say, and we got the second best. We got the second best goal difference in the league, and we've got +12, and they got +20. But no, defensively we're more sound. We're not giving away them sort of cheap. We're not dominating game. Put it this way, we're not going 4-5-0 up and going switch off. Oh, you've got a goal back, and just letting the opposition, no matter who it is, rivals or not, any sort of cheap goals, any sort of consolation whatsoever. So that's where Arsenal, we as a fan base, can say that could give us hope that if there's a chink in the Man City armour, that's it. Their defence, what they've done today in terms of defensive, they've switched off, and they've conceded some pretty cheap goals. I keep saying it, but they have, and they've done it a few times this season as well. Hoping away. I mean, they almost lost. Who was they almost lost to? Haaland had to save their asses. And they fucking made a big deal. I can't remember who it was now. But basically, no, it's not a one-off. Today, defensively for City, it wasn't a one-off. and that's what we can sort of, as Arsenal fans, hold on to that hope that it can that side of things continues, and we take advantage of that basically. Not just when we play home and away, but throughout the season when we do our bit, when we play our games against the other teams in the league, we ain't doing that. And obviously, that with them doing what they're doing, it's eventually going to bite them in the arse, and then we just got to keep going doing our thing. And that's the only way I can see us come May lifting the Premier League this season. I think, as I say, the main objective obviously is always getting back in the top four. Anything else would have been anything else this season is a bonus in terms of the league. So, in fact, if we compete for a title, if we go toe to toe with City between now and May, it goes down to either the second to last or the last game of the season. I'll snap your hand off now for that. I'll be like, that's more than what I expected. Fantastic. Now we kick off. We dust ourselves down from the disappointment if we do lose that, do come second or whatever by a couple of points. Dust ourselves down and we go again. And next season go to win it. Make a point of iron out the mistakes and go on and make sure we go and win it. But yeah, we play. We until, as I said earlier, with 30 games to go. For me to start believing, for me to believe that Arsenal are going to win the league this season, I'll only believe that is if come 8 games before, in the last 8 games of the season, going into the last 8, we are top by 3 or 4 points with 8 games going into the last 8 games. I'll start believing then. Then Arsenal, you know what, I'll relax and go, you know what, we're going to Champions League anyway. Let's push City one way or the other. Let's go for it, and I will believe that we are going to win it. But actually believe it. But until then, I'm quite happy to enjoy the moment for what it is. Enjoy the fact that we are top still, and to take it game by game. But yet again, as I say, City and Haaland have yet again shown if you switch off for even a second and allow him or anyone in that penalty box any space whatsoever to play their game, and show in any respect, you will be punished. Obviously, not everyone's United, but still. And Arteta will know that as well because he's worked with Pep. He knows the end of what Pep is and all that. So it's going to be interesting. I think the Arsenal v Man City games are going to be huge this season, bigger than what we initially thought by the looks of it. I think our next test, obviously being next Sunday against Liverpool in the league. I'm talking about league-wise here. That's our next test. If we win that, if we obviously come back to the Emirates, beat Liverpool, I think that's them. That's Liverpool then out and out. They ain't getting nowhere near the title race. Basically, that's then done for the title anyway. But that basically for me I will then believe that we're in the title race, in the race itself. For now, I'm happy to go game by game. But next week, if we win against Liverpool at home, I'll then be like, you know what, we're in a title race. Let's go for it. Let's fucking take City. Let's take City all the way here and see what happens. But until then, we'll see. But as I say, guys, I'm going to wrap things up now. But I will be back tomorrow night at around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We'll confirm it in the community post in the next couple of hours or so. Myself, Steve, and Andrew are back with a podcast again, and we're going to be reacting, having a quick catch up and reacting to yesterday's game, the Northland Derby. How we're all feeling, what the positives are to take away from not just yesterday's game, but how we've done so far this season. Anything to worry about, etc., etc. All the usual stuff, basically. And we're going to have a laugh along the way at Tottenham's expense. Because hey, it's a North London Derby review, so why not? Aside from that, as well, throughout the week, there's going to be a busy week in terms of streaming for me. So this is going to be very interesting. Bear with me a second whilst I check a few things. Please don't tell me about playing tonight. I'll cry. Sorry, just checking when the England women play. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Where the hell are they? Youth League. I don't care about Youth League. Oh, let me have a look. 1 sec. Lionesses. Where are you? You watch it me tomorrow now. Fucking said all this. Sorry, bear with me, but I am planning if it lets me. England. Women. Oh, dear, bear with me. There we go. That's the one I want. Ow. There we go. That's Japan. I'm playing Japan, Norway, November. October 7th. What day is it? 7th. October 7th is Friday. Okay, cool. Doesn't affect me that way. Cool. So, right. So, podcast tomorrow. In terms of, again, as I say, reacting and bantering Tottenham at their expense and talking all things Arsenal and being positive as we always are, but have been for the last how many months now. I'm feeling that still doesn't feel right as an Arsenal fan. Arsenal podcast slash channel, and we're being positive about Arsenal. It's uneasy, making me feel uneasy, but I'm enjoying it. So I say, got that tomorrow night, around 7:30, 8 o'clock UK time. So come and join us for that. Keep an eye out for the stream that goes up live, and basically turn on notifications so you get notified as soon as we go live. Bang, we're there. And then we're back again in terms of matchday watch-alongs on Thursday at home to Bodo Glimt. So we're going to get myself and a few of the guys together for that. And then basically sit back and watch that, and hopefully Arsenal continue get their second win of the group stage. Obviously, match day 2 technically for us was postponed, so this is our second game of the group, and hopefully we add on to our Zurich win, opening day win, and we're at home in front of the fans, which will be interesting. Hopefully, be nice to see as well. But we'll be covering that here on the channel. Hope, as I say, myself and a couple of the guys will be on here to go through that with you. Friday night, I will be doing a match day watch along for the England women versus the USA women, European champions versus the World Cup champions in the women's game, going head to head at Wembley at a fully sold out Wembley 90,000 plus capacity stadium, Wembley sold out stadium. We'll be covering that here on Friday night as well. And then once all that, I'm gonna in between that I'm gonna slot in a match day preview. Not match day, a preview, sorry, for the Liverpool game podcast for the Liverpool game, and then match of the day stream on Saturday at the usual time on Saturday evening. Then on Sunday, the main event, 4 o'clock will be going live next Sunday for Arsenal v Liverpool. Going again, me and a few of the guys get together, sit back, and hopefully see Arsenal continue this fantastic form that we start the season with 8 games in, 7 wins, 1 defeat. Hopefully we can make it 8 wins, 1 defeat, and remain top of the league for another weekend. And then obviously the following day we'll do our reaction podcast the following day on the Monday as well, and potentially, not guaranteed yet, I need to talk to Andrew actually about it, but potentially next Sunday as well, along with not about an hour or so after the match day watch along for the Arsenal Liverpool game, but an hour or so afterwards, mine and Andrew's weekly Q&A live stream podcast will be back again, starting up either I think this Sunday or the following Sunday, but I'm going to double check that with him and I'll confirm that with you throughout the week once we've got that sorted and confirmed. And aside from that, yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed today and had a good weekend, obviously, as Arsenal fans. And Stefan, if you come across this as well, I saw Ipswich beat Pompey the other day, yesterday, sorry. So, been a very good weekend for us, respectively. as I say, I hope you've all had a good weekend. Continue to have a good weekend and enjoy the rest of what's left of it, be it wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you on the other side. And I say, I'll see you tomorrow evening, nice and early, around 7:30 UK time, for the Action Podcast player ratings to the North London Derby. Until then, enjoy the rest of your time. And as always, take the scoreboard down and up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.